The world of golf, it's quite a wild ride, isn't it?
It really is.
Just this past week, May 22nd to 25th, we saw, well, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Breakthrough wins, tough weather battles, all over the globe.
Yeah, a bit of everything.
So our mission here in this deep dive is to cut through all that and bring you the really compelling stories, the key takeaways from this packed week.
Absolutely. We've looked at reports from, well, all the major tours. PGA Tour, DP World Tour,
Japan PGA, Sunshine Tour,
Asian Tour, Senior PGA, even check the Australian Tour. It gives you this fascinating picture of what's happening in pro golf right now. The challenges, the wins.
Okay, so let's tee off. PGA Tour first. Charles Schwab Challenge at Colonial.
Sounds good. Ben Griffin, his first individual PGA Tour title.
Big moment for him. Finished at, what was it, 12 under?
12 under, yeah. It was close. Matty Schmid was right there at 11 under.
A real fight to the finish then.
Yeah.
And the weather, I heard it was a factor.
Oh, definitely. Especially that final day. The winds were just wild, fluctuating like crazy.
How much are we talking?
Reports said anything from like 5 miles per hour up to 30. Gusting.
Wow. That makes things tricky.
Totally throws a curveball. You're constantly adjusting club selection strategy. It really affects scoring.
You can imagine. Must have been tough mentally. Griffin, though, he started fast.
He did. Eagle birdie start. That's the kind of momentum you dream of.
Sure. But then things got tougher later on.
Yeah, as those winds really kicked in, he had to, dig deep. Ended up shooting a 1/71 to close it out.
Just shows the resilience you need, doesn't it? To hold on like that.
It really does. And what was interesting, he actually mentioned using like negative comments online as motivation.
Really? Hate comments.
Yeah. Said he used it as fuel.
Yeah.
Which is quite a mindset, right? Turning that negativity into a positive force.
That's definitely one way to do it. Shows some serious mental game.
Makes you wonder how common that is now, with social media being what it is.
True. We also saw John Pack have a great start, didn't he? That first
Oh,
round.
yeah, 63. Lit up the course.
It's always exciting when someone maybe less known pops up like that.
So's the depth, right? Anyone can go low on any given day, but sustaining it for 4 rounds against that field, that's the hard part.
Exactly. And speaking of the field, Scottie Scheffler, everyone watching him after the PGA win.
Yeah, huge expectations.
Finished tied for 20th, which is still solid, but maybe not what people expected.
Right. It's just so hard to win back-to-back, even for him. Maybe some fatigue from the major?
Could be. The mental grind alone.
Yeah, maintaining that peak level week in, week out, it's incredibly tough. Even the best guys have off weeks. It's just the nature of the sport.
Okay, let's switch gears. DP World Tour, Soudal Open in Belgium. Another first-time winner.
That's right. Kristoffer Reitan. And his win was, well, pretty dramatic.
How so?
Final round 62. Just dazzling stuff. 10 under par.
62 on a Sunday. Wow.
Yeah, phenomenal score. Especially under pressure. That forced a playoff.
Okay, so who was in the playoff with him?
Darius Van Driel and Ewan Ferguson.
Oh.
So 3-way battle.
Must have been tense. Those extra holes.
Oh, yeah. And Van Driel birdied his last 3 holes just to get into the playoff. Incredible fight from him.
Oh.
But Reitan held on, got the win. Ferguson apparently just missed a putt that would have kept it going. Close call.
And the weather there. Any issues?
A bit different. Intermittent showers through the week, apparently. Just another layer of complexity for them.
So 2 maiden wins on the big tours in 1 week. PGA and DP World. Seems like maybe a changing of the guard or just new talent pushing through.
Could be. Definitely suggests a lot of emerging talent making its mark.
Right. Now let's head over to Japan. Japan PGA Championship. More drama there, too.
It seems so. Shimizu won, but only after a 4-hole playoff against Shogunji.
4 holes. That's a marathon playoff.
Yeah, that sudden death format really cranks up the pressure, doesn't it? Every shot counts.
Absolutely. And didn't someone shoot a really low round there, too?
Norris, yeah. Second round 61. Just stunning.
61. What allows someone to go that low?
Well, probably everything clicking at once,
Yeah.
Driver, irons, putter, everything just has to be on fire.
And maybe the conditions helped.
Yeah.
How was the weather in Japan?
Sounds like it was pretty ideal, actually. Mostly sunny, calm, good scoring conditions.
Makes sense. Different story over in South Africa, though. Sunshine Tour, Waterfall City Tournament of Champions. Kieran Vincent won there.
He did, and it sounded like his win was maybe a bit more straightforward. The report called his final round dominant.
Dominant. Okay, so he took control.
Seems like it, asserted himself down the stretch. The conditions there were sunny and warm, but that meant fast greens.
Ah, fast greens demand a different skill set, right? Precision putting.
Exactly. You need that really delicate touch. Shows how different courses and conditions reward different parts of the game.
Good point. Okay, Asian Tour, Singha Laguna Phuket Open. That one just started.
Yeah, just got underway. When the report came out, 3 guys were tied for the first round lead. Marcus Lim, Nicholas Regner.
And an amateur.
Right, Trethunwa Thongsuk. An amateur tied for the lead. Always interesting to see that.
Definitely. Holding their own against the pros. We'll have to see how that plays out.
For sure.
And anything from the Australian Tour this week?
No. Seems it was a quiet week down under. No major events reported.
Okay. Which brings us to the Senior PGA Championship. Congressional Country Club in Maryland? Sounds like that was shaping up nicely.
Oh, yeah. A real thriller. The leaderboard after 3 rounds was incredibly bunched.
How close?
4 players tied for the lead at 5 under.
4 guys. Who were they?
Retief Goosen, Angel Cabrera, Jason Kaman, and Philip Archer.
Wow. Goosen and Cabrera. Some big names there. What a setup for Sunday.
Couldn't ask for much more, could you? That much experience, all vying for a senior major. The pressure must have been immense.
You'd think so. Goosen shot 68 in the 3rd round. 6 birdies. Playing well.
He was, and Lee Westwood apparently had 7 birdies in his 3rd round, too. Just shows the quality's still there with these guys.
7 birdies. Fantastic stuff. But were they also dealing with tough conditions? Like on the PGA Tour?
Yes, absolutely. The report mentioned wind-driven conditions, likened it to a major championship setup.
So tough even for the veterans.
Definitely elevated the difficulty. Even with all their experience, strong winds on a course like Congressional Whis. It's a massive test. Really shows how weather can be such an equalizer.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme running through everything this week, doesn't it? The weather.
It really stands out. Such a major storyline across so many different events.
It's fascinating, the contrast.
Yeah.
Texas and Japan, mostly sunny, calmer, leading to lower scores.
Right, birdie fests in places. But then Belgium and Maryland had the showers, the high winds. Totally different challenge.
Really highlights the adaptability needed, doesn't it? To succeed anywhere in the world.
For sure. And you think about those swirling winds at Colonial. Just trying to pick a club must have been a nightmare.
A guessing game half the time, I bet. A shot that works on one hole might be completely wrong 10 minutes later.
Exactly. You have to rely so much on feel, on experience, not just the yardage book. It makes you think, do those constantly changing conditions maybe favor the players with the most complete, well-rounded games?
That's a good question. Less reliant on just one strength.
Perhaps.
So looking ahead now, what's coming up this week? Another busy one.
Looks like it. PGA Tour heads to the Memorial, Muirfield Village, always a big one.
Jack's Place, a proper test.
Definitely. And the DP World Tour is in Germany for the European Open. Green Eagle Golf Club, which is known for being, a beast. Really long.
Okay, another tough challenge there.
And the action keeps going elsewhere, too. Japan Golf Tour has the Mizuno Open. Asian Tours in South Korea for the Korean Korea Open.
Plenty to keep us watching then.
No shortage of golf, that's for sure. New tournaments, new storylines, new chances for players to step up.
So wrapping up this deep dive from last week, the big takeaway for me is just the sheer variety of it all. The dynamism.
Yeah, resilience was key in some places. Breakthrough talent emerged elsewhere.
And that constant wild card, the weather. Always playing a part.
It's really striking how different skills came to the forefront, too. Yeah, Griffin's mental strength, Reitan's clutch play, the seniors battling the wind. Each win tells a slightly different story about what it takes.
It really does. Which leads to maybe a final thought for you listening. When you look at all these different conditions, these different winners, what single factor do you think is the most crucial for consistent success in pro golf today?
Is it the raw skill? The mental fortitude, that adaptability we talked about?
Or just, maybe a bit of luck sometimes. Something to ponder anyway.
Definitely. As the world of golf just keeps rolling on, always giving us something new to talk about.